welcome back to another episode of Running in Circles, coming at you with the one and only, the new and improved KTZ. I did have a video for this guy already, but then they patched him, so that video kind of went out the window. But we're trying the new stuff today. Team Comp, Stukov, Stitches, Zagara, Kelthuzad, Murky versus Diablo, Malfurion, Chromie, Leeming, and Varian. Okay, whatever. So, Kelthuzad's major changes came into the cooldown of his Root Ultimate. Which I cannot... Frost Note. No, that's not it. Cryoblast. Right? That's what it's called? Frost Blast. I don't know what I'm talking about. And then he got some talent changes to his later W talents. So what I'm going to do is build Q for him, because I think his level 7 talent for the Q also got buffed. So things are going to be a little bit more passive on our explosive burst damage, but you are still going to notice significant damage with this character. So with the Q build, we're taking the Plague Lens level 1, so when we complete our quest, the Q range gets, or the Q area gets bigger. And then from there, we're going to try a little bit harder to do damage with our Q and just set things up with our W. So it's not about killing someone outright, it's about doing a lot of damage over a short period of time, which sounds like burst, right? It's not. It's more sustained damage. But that being said, we do have a bit of a wonky comp here. We have Zagara and Murky in the top lane, and our team is kind of playing this really, really well. We have only 3 people in the bottom lane right now. One of them is our tank Stitches, who's never going to be able to reliably engage, but that's really not that big a deal considering how good we are at poking and just sustaining pushing. You might think that the other team has it better on the poke, but they don't have a tank down here, and all of their abilities are skill shot reliant. So in a 3 versus 3, I missed everything. We are typically going to come out on top because of the fact that Malfurion is going to have to step up to really heal his team and mitigate our poke damage, whereas our Stukov can just kind of hold the back and mitigate all their poke damage, which is cool. So we took level 4, good hook. We took the Phylactery, that hasn't changed. 10% spell power at max stacks on that bad boy is still totally worth it. Did I mention you come back from the dead also? If you die, you can hit that button. It's pretty good. And then at level 7 is where our first talent deviation is going to come in. Let's check and see how these boys are doing up here. It looks like Chromie went up there for some reason. Huh. We're number 2. I know what I'm doing. This camp is the most important thing on the map. Don't ever let anyone tell you differently. Force your team to come over here and do this. My god, especially if you have an enemy team who is so ready to fight for the objective like this one is. You know, things are gonna go your way. You just went straight on me? What I fucked up there, you're supposed to hit your... You want to place your W in the middle before you do your chains. So, it's W after you've landed the E. So if you need the full combo, it's E, W, then E again. See if we can get the root. Nailed it. Hit him with some other abilities. It's okay. We got a little bit of damage with her Q and another stack. Chromie is not going... Oh my god, she got him! All you had to do was step to the side, man! Or I guess I could have walked in front of you. That's fine. It's okay. We still got the objective pushing top. Murky's getting the fort for free. They have to deal with our samurai camp. It's... Everything is going the way it should. Murky's number 1. Okay, alright. I know what I'm looking at now. Big pull on the Varian. Not the greatest. Trying to get... I don't know... Diablo keeps using me as a way to engage into other people, which is really strange. set up things for his team. Look at how much damage. Look at all that. Isn't that crazy? That's Diablo. That's insane. Just because he stood in the puddle for a little bit longer. Like, ooh. Level 7 though, Accelerated Decay we took for our Q build, and this got changed with this most recent patch. Get him back? Get him back? Got him. Nailed it! So what this is doing, they changed this. This used to take 6 seconds to do its increased damage, and now instead of doing that, it is going to deal that damage over 4 seconds instead, which means it stacks faster. So I believe it still does the same amount of damage. I could be wrong. I haven't looked at the patch notes super in detail, but it is going to be doing all that damage quicker, and it's going to be more reliable since it has a shorter window of time because, you know, they have less time to react to get out of the puddle. Oh, why are you doing this? There's a W first. Okay, we got it that time. We still have a turret. I don't want to be in here. I took Frost Blast. Got the Varian. That's all we're going to get. Still getting whacked. Oh my god. Fucking samurai, man. I don't have any mana. We can't really stick around. Part of the problem with the Q build is definitely the mana consumption. But that's okay. We've got our spike ready. We've got our full gambit of abilities now. And as you can tell, Frost Blast is only on a 50-second cooldown. So this ability, not only is it going to be point and click, but the cooldown is so short, you could potentially, if you have a really long, drawn-out skirmish over an objective, you could potentially use it twice. That's how short the cooldown is. It's awesome. And I like that change to it, and I think they should keep changing it. I cannot believe that reached that far. Can we get him? Can we get him? I don't know why he taunted and just stood there. There is the root! Big root on top of that root. Got another Q underneath him. Got the March of the Murlocs in the back. Murky's dead. Varian's dead. Chromie's dead. Everybody's dead. Did I say Murky? I meant Malfurion. Both them names. You know what I mean. Okay. And now we just take buildings for free. Enemy team does have a... Well, they don't have an advantage, but they're on the same talent tier as we are, so... They have their ultimates. We also have our ultimates. Ours is going to be back in about 10 seconds. Trying to get... Okay, well... At that point, since they're all here, it's better to pull Diablo back so he can't engage. Get out of APOC. Not like it's hard to dodge by any means. I've got the Frost Blast ready if I need to disengage from the team, but we don't. Oh my god. Yeah, there we go. Throwing. Nailed it. That ability does shit for damage, so the fact that it killed him is pretty crazy. I don't know how Li Ming died. I honestly have no idea. And I would really like to find out, actually. Because it says she got killed by Nexus forces. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Maybe it was Zagara? Speed it up a little bit. Okay, alright. Here comes the Frost Blast. Oh my god! Oh, that's funny. That is really funny. That ult is so much fun. Ugh. Huh. Since I hit the back button, the gate is just gonna stay there, it looks like. That's interesting. Bug alert! There it goes. Now it's gone. I'm never gonna get tired of that kill. Li Ming has so little health that minions killed her. And the regen globe health wasn't enough to save her. Fucking hilarious! And now we're just going to infinite siege because we have a ridiculous amount of damage and plenty of ways to really make the enemy team play our game. So, is that a Diablo? Check it. I missed the Q. I am so mad. Still took a shitload of damage. We get him this time? Wow. Well, the moth, I mean, it certainly did things. Wasn't ineffective. Just kind of fucked all my shit up, so I don't get to make cool plays. That's okay. Back to the talents, because I'm sure I forgot to mention. No, we're good. I was at 10 last time. So this talent also got buffed a bit. So rather than increasing the slow time on the W, what it is going to do now, when you damage someone who is slowed or rooted by the W, it is going to reduce the cooldown of the W by 0.4 seconds. And if you'll notice, our Q damage ticks quite fast. So if we're doing that and peppering in some auto attacks, on top of that, we can potentially reduce the cooldown of our W significantly. It's on an 8-second cooldown in try mode with, I think, 2 people. Well, 2 dummies. I put 2 dummies together. I was probably getting it down to about 3 seconds in total cooldown. So, I like the talent. It's probably good in a theoretical sense. It's a little bit tougher to do in game. See, look at that. It's down to 4 seconds just from hitting one person. Pretty nuts. We didn't get to level 20, which would have been so much more fun with the 20 upgrade. Oh, it won't even let me click on it. But the 20 upgrade for Frost Blast is the damage explodes again if someone dies under the effects of Frost Blast. And it's a 2-second route, so there's plenty of time to kill people under the effects of Frost Blast. Can you believe it? I deny it all. I'm the best. Here's the talents again in case you need them. Plague Lens, Phylactery, Accelerated Decay, Frost Blast, Icy Grasp, Arcane Echoes, and then 20 would have been the ult upgrade. You could also take Shadow of the Damned, or Shade of the Damned. I think it's Shadow of the Damned. But the one where you put down a second, you put down a shade and he throws another Q. So you both throw Qs, which just adds to the damage that's going to be happening. Siege potential goes through the roof. You're ticking your Icy Grasp even faster. So, yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Thanks for hanging out. I will have a couple more videos this week with some newly patched heroes, so check them out if you're enjoying the new stuff. Thanks again for watching, and have yourself a wonderful day.